two classical cuts. One is a rondelle, which is just a round cut, and it can either be a circle where it's nice and round, or we can cut it elongated and cut it on the bias and get an oval shape. And either way is considered a rondelle. In addition to that, we're going to do an oblique cut or a roll cut, which kind of makes it in the shape of a triangle, which is really nice. It's a beautiful cut to be used in braises. I really like it in stews. It really makes for a nice presentation. Okay, so we're going to start with carrots, which have already been peeled. I'll start by cutting the end off. We can save that for our compost pile. I prefer our ends not to be used in stock, but anything that is usable, we would keep usable waste as well as unusable for the compost pile. Okay? So now, in order to cut a rondelle or round cut, again, I love to use the edge of the cutting board to square myself off so that I know I'm cutting straight. Again, we're going to hold our knife properly. Tip of the knife is going to be on the cutting board, and of course we're going to make sure that we're holding the carrot using our claw. So we're going to start, and we're going to bring our claw 1/8 of an inch, because I'm choosing to cut 1/8 of an inch round, and I'm just going to slide my knife away from me, making sure that I never lift the tip of the knife off of the cutting board. Okay, so very simple. What we're looking for, what is always most important in any cut that we make, is for our knife cuts to be uniform in size and shape. And there's two reasons for that. We want them uniform in size and shape because, number one, they're going to cook evenly. If everything is the same width, then we make sure that it's going to cook and finish at the same amount of time. If we had this 1/8 of an inch and we were cutting 3/4 of an inch wide, they would not cook at the same time. By the time the 3/4 of an inch got done, these 1/8 of an inch would be disintegrated. Okay? In addition to that, the second reason for uniform size and shape is that it just looks great. They look the same, so we do that for appearance purposes. We want our food to look attractive when it's on the plate. We want it to look uniform. Okay, so that's just a round cut. Sometimes we'll refer to those as coins. You know, I'll say we need some carrot coins to use as our vegetable. Okay, now if we wanted to get our elongated or oval shape, it's very simple. I'm going to hold my carrot down. I'm going to keep my claw holding it down. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cut off of there. And I'm going to cut, again, 1/8 of an inch. Okay, same way. Tip of the knife stays on the cutting board. I slice away from myself. And what we have here are nice ovals. And you can see you get a little more surface space when you cut it elongated. Makes it look a little bit larger. You get a little more surface space. So when you're sauteing, you get a little bit more of the carrot on the bottom of the skillet. Okay? So it's all just a matter of what you prefer aesthetically, what you like and how you want it to look on your plate. Okay? But either way, your rondelle still gets you round or oval, same cut, and you can vary your thickness on all of these. Again, if you prefer 1/4 of an inch, you certainly can do that. And there you have your differences, 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. Just depends on what use you're going to make of them, what product you're going to end up with. Okay? All right. So that is our rondelle. Let's start one more time. And this time we're going to work a roll cut or an oblique cut. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set my carrot east-west on my table, from left to right. Okay? And again, I'm going to hold my knife, always keeping the tip down on the cutting board. And I'm going to start just like I cut the tip off, as if I were cutting an oblique cut. And I'm going to slice off the end of my carrot. Save that. Okay, so now that I've got the end cut on an angle here at a 45-degree angle, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my carrot 45 degrees, and I'm going to make that same cut. And then I can roll it one more time, and I make that cut, and I can either roll it up or down, but I roll it at a 45-degree angle. And then that gets me what looks like triangles or a roll cut. I get 3 sides. So once again, that has a lot of surface space. So if we were using this in a stew, for instance, if we were making a beef stew, and we wanted to brown off our vegetables after we've browned off our meat, we could get some surface space and create 3 sides of caramelization. And as we know, caramelization is always going to equate to flavor. Okay? So that is our roll cut or oblique cut. Okay? Any questions on how to do that one? Excellent. Thank you.